Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Cutthroat Goat here. So today we're going to do a video. This is my Ertan Suer that I shaved with in my last video. And today what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the stones. This guy is very sharp as is, but I want to kick it up, and I want to put my Vermont Slate edge back onto this. Only because I already have razor with Cotipule edge, I have one with the Vienette edge, and the rest of them I divvy up all of my slates on. That being said, let me just turn on my scope. And so basically what I'm going to do with this blade today is I'm going to take it to my Vignette, make sure that that edge is refreshed. I'm going to move on to my water of air for my mid-range or pre-polish. And then I'm going to polish out on my, my Vermont Slate, if I can talk today. I just need to get a couple of these peanuts ready. And real quick, I'll just show you guys my setup. So that's what I'm working with. This is my little stone case. That's my Laloon in there. Pretty soon I'll have a Las Petas sitting in there. But anyway, whatever. Superfluous. Let's get to the honing. Alright, so just to show you guys where we're at to start, I did strop this out of my last shave. It's sharp. It is very sharp, but it's just not at the comfort level that I prefer. So yeah, let's do this. If you're looking at my Vignette slurry stone and thinking to yourself, why does it look so dirty? It's just the pencils from the last time I lapped this. I tend to lap this. This is the only one I lap, but I'm sorry, I'm lying. This isn't the only one I lap. I also lap my other one. This is just a regular Cotipule, but this is my travel Cotipule, so this isn't slurry stone, essentially. It's supposed to be, but I don't use it like that. Anyway. Today we are listening to punk rock. Hope you guys like punk rock. So I'm going to start out with a light cloudy slurry on this stone. And I'm just going to do a couple of passes with this and then move on to my water of air. Totally going to get demonetized on this video, but I don't really fucking care because I make these videos for myself, essentially. So there we go. I'm happy with that slurry. And we'll just get this moving along. Excuse the excess noise. I'm going to put this guy right here so you guys can hear. I'm even going to try and use proper technique for y'all. So it's Sunday. I believe the date is the 7th, I think. Kind of losing track of time. It seems like this weekend just flew by, man. You guys will excuse me for a second. I'm just going to turn that music down a little bit. There we go. And you guys are going to have to excuse my technique today because normally I clean everything down in between stones and keep everything very sanitary, but for the sake of time, I'm going to try and rush through this today. So I can feel on the apex, this thing is already almost maxed out on this stone. Now, if I want to keep this edge, what I would do from here is do about 100 water passes, move on to some water with, what is this, OTP or OPT? OPT, I think it's called, or mineral oil. But today, I'm just simply going to put this off to the side, and we're going to go straight into the water of Ayer. So I've had this stone soaking for, I don't know, maybe 7 to 10 minutes or so. And we're just going to go right in on water at first and light slurry. I have to say, too, I love the slurry off this stone. It's so cool looking. There we go. And so I'll probably go for, I don't know, 30, maybe 30. If I bump the microphone, I'm sorry, but not sorry. Eventually, I want to get a full-size water of Ayer like Eric the Cajun Blade has, but that's probably a couple months out because I have a Les Petas that I'm trying to purchase right now, so that's where all my extra money is going. This just feels glassy already, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I'm going to have to push out too much on this stone. I have been practicing my one-hand honing, but I tell you what, I'm still not confident in it. I might be a warrior wart, but I always feel like I'm going to either take out a knuckle or my wrist when I do it. Excuse me. So I'm just going to keep going on this stone, and I got to be honest, a lot of times I do this by feel. I mean, I know there are a handful of things that people do to check their progression and make sure they're ready to go to the next stone. I tend to rely on just my senses to let me know where the blade is at, which is probably not the best idea, seeing as I'm not a super experienced honer, but that's the way it is. Just take a little bit of this water off the tang real quick. And I know my rags are very dirty, but they're all very old, so there's that. This might be a little bit longer video than most are used to, but hopefully I can get this done. I know I'll get this done within 30 minutes, but I know it's hard watching some honing videos, so if you guys are sticking in for the whole thing, I do appreciate you. And give just a little bit of attention to this heel because in the last shave, it was a little behind the toe. A couple half strokes here just to make sure it's really getting the work done. I know most of you probably aren't into punk music, so I know it'll be hard to listen to, but I am a punk music fanatic. Thanks to my ex-fiance. As far as pressure on this stone, I started out with maybe heavy light pressure, and now I am just on the way to the razor. Ooh, itchy, excuse me. I gotta say, I did enjoy the shave off of this, but I don't know what my cousin, the razor's edge, did to me. It's like if it's not a 12K edge, it's just not up to puff snuff anymore, you know? I know when I first started out, my edges were 8K at best. I may have had one razor that was a little bit above that, but yeah, not anymore. Now I need them to be able to split atoms. Otherwise, I'm like, Like I said previously, not that I didn't get a good shave. I did get a good shave. It was super comfortable, but I like using literally no pressure on my skin, so it just glides through the hair. And you guys know you need 10K to 8K, 8K, 10K to 12K to get into that really comfortable shave range. And with these slates, they just put a buttery edge on it. And yes, I'm shaky. It is about 11 a.m. here, and my neighbors were having themselves a good time celebrating last night, so kind of kept me up a little bit, and I actually slept past 6 a.m. this morning, way past it. I get up at 9 a.m. today, which for me is a feat because I'm the type of person, as soon as that sun starts coming through the windows, I'm out of bed. Like, I gotta get moving. Thank you, Uncle Sam. All right, so this, I just felt the apex change. It has become like glass on the stone now. So I'm gonna go just a few more passes here, and then I'm gonna take the water off with the slurry, and I'm gonna go to the OTP. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the blueberry stuff, the Smurf spooge, as we like to call it. Because Smurf spooge is great stuff. I don't know where JPO came up with it, but God bless him, he nailed it on the fucking head. I'm sure if you watched my shave video where I mentioned this stone and called it a fickle bitch, it kind of is. I feel that with this stone, if you're not careful, you can overhone the edge on this. And like I said in the video, it might just be me. I might just be a fucking psychopath, but it's one of those things. You all know. You gotta form an intimate relationship with your stones, because even if you get a water of air, not every water of air is the same. Excuse me. Mother Nature likes to fuck with us like that. But you know the science behind it. It's the veins that they pull these out of. You know, someone could get a La Vignette and it's fast and great mid-range but doesn't finish well, or you could get one like mine that's ultra slow and finishes great. It's why I kind of like natural stones. It's a puzzle you have to unravel by forming a rapport with your stones and really getting to know them. And this is done. I can feel it. Yeah, maybe not. We'll just do a little bit of that. This razor was bevel set, or beginning bevel set on my 1200. Delicated it out, or dolicated, whatever you want to say, on my La Vignette to finish out my bevel set. I then did 100 water passes, went to soap. I believe I did about 60 soap passes or so. I think this had, I want to say 7 or 8 shaves on it. So, you know, not bad, but I think it's time to refresh it. Yeah, sharp enough. So I'll just wash this off real quick. Just let me get my dirty rag, as I call it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to strop this out real quick on my fire hose strop before I move on to my next stone. And the next stone up is this. This is my Vermont Slate. It is not the most expensive stone, but I tell you what, fucking love this thing. And I'm going to see if I can get the slurry stone to work today, because my Vermont Slate is really hard. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a small amount of crystalline structure in mine. Does not affect it at all, but goddamn, I think it looks gorgeous. It's not as consistent looking as Joe from Subtle Art Soap Companies, but I love this stone. All right, quick stropping. Yep, we're in that range. So, I might try this. This stone is like my La Vignette. Drawing up a slurry on this thing is quite a process. I might be here for up to 5 minutes, but it'll be worth it in the end, right? If you're all wondering, I pre-lapped all my stones, made sure they were good and flat before I set them aside to soak. Now, unfortunately, at the end of this process, I would like to show it shaving my arm or something like that, but I don't know if you can see my arm. I've got like cat whiskers for hair, dude. Excuse me. And that is just not slurrying at all. So I'm just going to expedite this process by grabbing my 1200. And there we go. That should be good. Excuse me. Drop my popcorn. All right. So now I'll probably do, I don't know, however many strokes it takes, I suppose. Oh, I love. You gotta love that. Squeakers, as I call them. Oh. Stone does not have the best feedback. It kind of feels like rubbing it across a piece of marble or something. But man, it does magic. I'm not gonna lie, it does magic. Now, let me roll back for proper technique. I am in the bad habit of rolling down towards the stone. I just feel comfortable. It's more natural motion, a more natural motion for me. Gotta be honest, I was expecting to have to go to the OPT solution on that water of air, but it just finished out. That's kind of what I was explaining in my video. It's weird. Every time I use it, it kind of reacts differently, and I've got a feeling it's my slurry control, um, but I'm not sure. You guys who have amazing honing skills, let me know what you think. I know you guys are rolling over in your grave that I'm doing half strokes on this thing, but that's just the way I do. And I'm looking at the undercut on that heel. All right, there we go. Getting good undercut across the whole blade. Ooh. Yep. Feedback is telling me that we're doing work. Been considering new stones lately, and Jainettes were my original consideration, but I gotta be honest, I think I want to get myself a good low to mid-range natural stone, just so that if I don't want to use synthetic or diamond plate to do my bevel set, I can just do a full natural home. If you guys know a really good, low end stone like a Dalmar or something else that I don't know about, I know there are Greek stones, there's Novaculite, there's a couple of them, but let me know what you guys like to use when you do a full natural progression. That isn't a Janet. That isn't a Janet, because honestly, I don't know if I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole of Tomo and Nagura and Ichiyaki, Shinshishashi, Hacha 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 Ho. Just kidding around. Just kidding around. Not trying to offend anyone. I know some people get really, really upset about their Janets. So by the way this is feeling, I can tell that I can switch over to a little OTP, OPT. Yeah, I'm going to use the Smurf spooge. I'm just going to call it Smurf spooge. So what I'm going to do is dunk this in my little tray that I have to the side full of water so I can get all the slurry off. And I'm going to flip it so that my wear is even on both sides. So Smurf spooge, just going to put a line of that down. Let that work into the stone. Eventually, I'll be purchasing more razors just to do some honing because right now I have 7 razors essentially. Excuse me, actually 8, 9. 9, but one of them is a commissary, which I've been practicing with, but haven't quite gotten the one-handed shave down yet. And I know you can shave with 2 hands. I know that. I know. A little porter's head. That's what I like to hear. I tell you what, the polymers in this soap just do strange things to the stone. Strange in a good way, I mean. Oh, this is like butter right now. Oh my god, it feels like I have oil on the stone. Oh, I'm getting lost in this. This is just so enjoyable at this point. I love the finishing steps of doing a blade when it's just 2 hairs in air and the stone has the most tactile feel because you're just kind of gliding over the surface of it. I love this part. This is so worth all of the effort put into the beginning and middle when you get to this step. Starting to dry out. Let me just hydrate this a little bit here. So that Sean Stopperfeld isn't losing his shit. It's drying! Wait your stone! God damn it! Alright. Enough of that. I can feel I am almost maxed out at this point. So I'll go for just a few more, and then I'll strop out and we'll cut a peanut. Perhaps I'll do a bevel setting video soon. I don't know. I mean, once you see the masters do it, I kind of feel like a fool making a honing video. I don't have special stones. I have under, I'd say, 40 hones on my razors. But I gotta say, one thing I love about this hobby is, when you first start out, you think you're doing well. Then you learn a little bit and you up your game. And then you learn a little bit more and you up your game again. And it's just the progression of it all. It's a lovely thing. It's engaging. It's fun. You get to see the results right away and then put the results on your face, which is, for me, just fucking phenomenal, man. I mean, once you get into this hobby, man, it's crack for the soul. It really fucking is. Are taking over. Is there an answer? Why are the stupid people breeding? Because they're liberals. Gotta be honest, I'm liking the way this is feeling right now. I believe I am done. I'm going to do a lucky 7, which is 7 more passes. All right, calling that a day. Feels like it's there to me. So what I'm going to do is step to the side again and strop this out. And for those who are curious, I am using a fire hose strop from about, I believe it's dated 1954. Let me just make sure I got all the slurry off of this so I don't fuck up my strap. And we'll do a quick strap. All right, let's see where we're at. Yep, she's sharp. All right. So I know just the way that's going into the peanut, I am definitely in that 12K range. And I just want to talk real quick about razor maintenance for some of the newer guys who might be watching this. When I'm done doing a honing, when I'm done shaving, what I like to do is I take a microfiber rag. You'll see it in my videos. It's gray. It hangs right by my strap. I wash my razor down. I clean it thoroughly with the microfiber rag. I do my stropping technique, and then just to ensure that there's nothing in my pivot pins, I take a travel blow dryer on a low setting and just blow through the pins and the scales and just dry everything down so there's no residual water on it at all. And then I take my mineral oil, I gave it a nice coating. If I have wood scales, I'll put some on the wood as well just to make sure that it's impregnated in there and the wood is protected. But yeah, and then I'll put them away. But all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Cutthroat goat. You guys be awesome to each other. Later.